Episode 17. So yeah, there's a clear divide going on. If you haven't seen it, one side doesn't give a shit about this anymore, and the other side is kind of pretending they do. And then I guess there is people that are still quite afraid of COVID. Me, not at all. It does nothing to me. You know what annoys me though? When you can't go into certain places because of this shit. It's absolute ridiculousness. It's so messed up. But if anything I can take from this, it's going to inspire my next album. So it'll be a lot more of a direct approach. It won't be, I guess, as fluid as Prim and Primal. It'll be a lot more bang, 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 straight up, like no bullshit, like just straight to the point kind of jazz. So yeah, it'd be cool. I'm gonna go up this way actually, rather than going through town. So yeah.
You've noticed it already.
The amount of places I've been asked to wear a mask, or they're like, "Where's your mask?" and I just go, "I don't wear one." And then they just go, a lot of them just go, oh, "Okay." Like, it's time to move on, lads. So far you can see lots of pubs that are refusing to go with this. That are just saying, no, we are not going with this shit. People are allowed to come in, mask, no mask, vaccine or no vaccine. The way it should be. But some places are so programmed by the Matrix, so caught up in it, so used to following orders, that they're stuck in it. It's messed up. But it is interesting to see, you know what I mean? The way I see things now, like, I can observe things. Sometimes things piss me off, but I can let go. I can just observe now and realise I'm an energy that is like living a temporary human experience, just experiencing all of this all around me. And I guess I'm grateful, even though like planet Earth is at times ridiculous, and the way people react to certain things, and the way we've been dumbed down. We haven't been educated properly of how our system works, how our bodies work, the power that we have within. It isn't just a concept, it isn't just a philosophy. Our bodies are fully equipped. We are an amazing design. And it's about educating yourself about that, figuring it out for yourself, because you could hear me waffle on about it and go, what is he on about? Or you could go on the inner journey yourself and discover what you really are. And it's an energy inside a body. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And I guess that's what being awake means. You are aware of what you really are, your true self. Your true self isn't just this body. You're an energy that can reincarnate. Me personally, I feel like I've definitely reincarnated a few times. This definitely isn't my first life. I'm definitely an old soul, even though I'm quite childish in ways, and I kind of have like a playful attitude, but I'm definitely an old soul. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, the same old shit again. It's like it sounds quite condescending, but it's like, when will humans learn, because you have to experience to understand what I'm talking about. You have to experience these states meditation can bring you, and altered states of consciousness can bring you. And once you go on that spiritual journey, you start understanding what's actually going on, and what the matrix actually is, and what you actually are. It isn't just hippie philosophy shit. It's way more than that. And the matrix, the system, does not want you to know this. It does not. It wants you to stay asleep. It wants you to stay asleep so you can be controlled and work for it. That's why most of the news is fear-based. Fear is one of the lowest frequencies, lowest states of consciousness you can be in. Love is one of the highest. So yeah, the next album will be absolutely amazing. I can't wait. I have 2 albums coming up, 2 recording sessions coming up, and I'm very looking forward to the one with Tom Corcoran as well. Just check him out, guys. This guy is just an unbelievable drummer. There's so much energy in his playing. He's just straight to the bone. He's just sick. He's unreal. All the musicians I play with are. But I think in ways he's great because he's a great representation of playing how you feel. And he doesn't give a shit about the norm of things or what he just plays how he feels, and I'm quite similar. It's just, that's the way music should be. Play how you feel. Do you ever get that, someone beeps at you and you're like, what's up? My eyesight from that far is shit. There's been people beeping at me and I just don't know who they are, but I just wave. So yeah, it'll probably be an outdoor recording as well with Tom, and I'll be on alto sax first, which should be very cool. I can't wait to just blow the shit out of the sax for that. It's just going to be fucking awesome. Healthy food. Do you know this? Learn how to breathe properly. Read the right information. Read what you love. Read what you truly are passionate about. Learn what's good for you, what's not. Keep raising your vibration. Keep learning every day. Keep challenging yourself, stepping out. Especially in your craft. With the saxophone, I always find myself as soon as I find myself doing something that I've been doing too long. I have to break out, because I know I'll get stuck in it. There's a lot of jazz these days. I may have said it before, but it's gone stagnant. The genre has become stagnant and stale because everyone is trying to keep up with appearances. They're trying to play perfect. They're trying to play right. They're trying to play as good as they can so they get the paycheck. But if you want to innovate, if you want to constantly develop your style, you constantly have to keep breaking yourself down and shedding your ego. That's why the free jazz journey is very similar in ways to a spiritual journey, because you have to be ready to shed those layers of your ego constantly and experience new ways of seeing yourself and reflecting that, and experiencing the world in these different ways. So it's absolutely awesome, you know. And like, I do a lot of pop music, but I'm not sure like how long would I be doing it if I was touring it. But I just get fed up like after like 11 gigs of it. I'd be just like, oh, like free jazz, I am free. I can keep moving, I can keep growing each and every one. And that's the great thing about this, you know what I mean? It keeps pushing you because you have no choice, because people are going to hear, and you know that like the next one you will step out because you'll have to, because people will know if you're playing the same shit as you were in the last album. This is the thing, and you know yourself. That's the great thing about working on yourself, working on your inner self. You become more aware, and by becoming more aware of your inner self, you start working on it and projecting out a new, greater version, or a version that grows, that's inclined to grow. There's many methods. For males, there's lots, and for females. Me being a male, it's easier to understand from a male perspective, like the likes of semen retention. It's a big one, guys. I'm not going to go too much into it, but anyone looking to develop psychologically, spiritually, career-wise, strength-wise, it has so much benefits. So I'll let you do the research in that. Fasting, massive superpower that we have, and it's only coming back these days now. I would encourage you as well to do research on that. I'm a doctor of neither. I just practice these things. I haven't actually fasted in a while. I haven't done fasting in a while, but I probably will do it again soon. But there's a lot to these things, how you can help yourself move forward, because comfort is the killer. The more you stay in comfort and in that little world where everything is comfortable, the less you grow. The more you step out of that and keep pushing yourself into these new territories of undiscovered places, you find that that's where magic is, and you will surprise yourself. That's the amazing thing about this, you know. So go out to nature. Good for you. Helps you. Clears your head. Go for a walk each day. Grow. We're not here long. We're really not here long. Like I'm 28 in like a week's time or something like that. And I already feel like I've been here forever. Like it is quite a long process, like at that stage. So what I'm thinking like is, in another 28 years, will I be like, wow, so much has changed again and again, and it keeps moving and it keeps moving. You keep learning, shedding these layers off you. It's awesome. It's so awesome. But life at the same time may feel long at times, but it is short. It does pass you by. I don't know where like the past 10 years have gone. I'm sure older people listen to this now are like, who is the young lad think he is? What is he on about? Like I said, I'm an old soul. So yeah. I enjoyed this walk. It's lovely around here. Clean living. You will play music better sober, once you get good at being sober. I really believe in this. I tried loads of different drugs. I tried loads of different things. And yes, I guess some of them would have expanded my mind in ways, or my perceptions about things, and then I would have reflected back on these things, and maybe they could have helped influence my music. But I think to be doing them when you are playing, you're just using it as a crutch, you know, and then you end up using it as an excuse, and then you just become lazy. That's the thing, like, drugs are the lazy way of doing it. Meditation's the real way. But at the same time, I'm not saying don't take drugs. I've taken loads of them. You know what I mean? But I just came to a stage where I was like, I don't want these anymore. You know what I mean? So that's the way it goes. Especially when you're trying to move in states of consciousness and get to next levels. And then I thought to myself, like, what would be like a greater version of what I was like when I was, let's say, smoking weed or trying all these hallucinogenics and stuff like that, to further expand my mind. How could I get better? And then I thought, like, you move on and you visualize a cleaner meditative version, and that's how you do it, you know. So it goes on and on like that. And that's the great thing about kind of manifesting a life you want. You just visualize it and then start living it, basically. So yeah, it's a lot simpler than you think. A lot of it's to do with just your lifestyle, your habits each day. Each day when I wake up, have my cold shower and warm shower, and then cold again. So it's cold, warm, then cold. A Scottish shower, I think they call that. Then I do my meditation. So, and it greatly enhances my lifestyle. It keeps me moving in the flow of creation. I'm in a co-creator mode. I'm not just taking part in the Matrix or taking part in life. I'm actually co-creating within it. I don't know if I've said that properly. That's what it means by being a co-creator. You're creating your own reality. You're living your own life. You're not doing like what they say you should do or what they say you should do. You know, you're really seeing the life you want, and you create it yourself. And you do that by manifesting and visualizing it, and then putting it into action. For all those people that talk about manifestation and visualization, yeah, you can do it, but if you don't put it into action, it's no good. It's just drifty thoughts up in your head that you're going, oh yeah, But if you don't do something about it, it's not worth shit. So do something about it if you want. That's the thing. You gotta do something about it. You gotta use intent to put this energy forward that maybe comes from your thoughts. These ideas that come from your thoughts. And like I said, semen retention is a super way to do that. It really is. So yeah. But that's only one way. And I'm not saying everyone has to do it. But if you are curious about doing it, guys, I recommend you do research on it. And keep researching it and keep reading up about it. Especially during your journey. Because at the start, it can be tricky. But you keep growing, you keep learning about it, you keep moving forward. And you will find the benefits of it. For example, like I've recorded, I'm not even being smart here or whatever, I actually don't know, like, one more here, it is what it is, Great Conjunction, This is Irish Jazz, Prim and Primal. I also did Urban World, which I may release in the future. It's like 6 albums in the past year or something like that. Year or two. Yeah. I've done more work in my whole life in the past 2 years than I have previously because of this new energy, this masculine drive, and you learn to use it properly. You use that energy in more positive ways rather than spilling it and wasting it. You will be stronger. There is zinc in it. Find out what zinc does, guys. But yeah, highly recommend it. Just learn how to do it, and I recommend, I guess, learn how to meditate as well, because that will make that process journey easier. Yeah. Do. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Find like a balance of workflow and reflection is important as well. It's easy to get caught up in just working all the time, getting the results all the time, and you're constantly chasing things, chasing that feeling instead of remembering you can feel the feeling of satisfaction or joy, love, any of these things anytime you want. And when you learn to meditate, you realize that. You realize how powerful you are. You don't have to go chasing things anymore. You don't have to. It's a different thing. It's a different experience. You still will want to work. You'll still want to contribute, and you will still want to have a purpose. But you won't be desperate to do it. You will just want to do it because you love it. It's a complicated thing, I guess. You really got to experience it. So yeah, anyone that feels like their spiritual journey is beginning, just enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Keep learning, and just don't try to learn everything all in one day. That's what I would advise. You just keep doing it bit by bit each day. I remember in the back of your mind you're moving forward, and be aware of when certain habits or lifestyles or things try to make you not in that, not moving forward. You know, being aware of all these kind of things, being aware of what's good for you, what's not good for you. And you could say, Adam, relax, just enjoy yourself, eat the ice cream. I do love ice cream, but what I'm saying is just to remember what is good for you, and keep that always in your mind. You're in a different path, you have a different vision of where you want your future to be, instead of kind of hoping and you start putting things into action. Musicians, say it to all of you, be aware of your egos, use it, don't let it use you. No one gives a shit about how cool you think you are, really. But if you're showing them the work you have done, if you're showing them the music you have done, and people do give a shit, they're like, okay, he's putting his money where his mouth is. You know what I mean? So, get the work done. Get the fucking work done, guys. If you have a dream, just do it. It's so simple. Just do it. Work at it every day, because no one's going to hand it to you. No one is going to give it to you. No one's just going to approach you, unless you're Justin Bieber or whoever, and give you a record deal. You have to work. You have to do the work, and you have to work on it every single day. And even if you're not playing the instrument every single day, you got to be thinking about, how do you make yourself grow in this craft? How do you keep developing? It's essential. And yeah, you can take your breaks, you can do all that, but you have to remember, what is your dream? And why do you want it? Why do you actually want it? Is it because it gives you a sense of passion for life? Or are you doing it just to impress others? Because if you're doing it just to impress others, you'll realise it. You'll just get fed up with that shit. You'll just realise, is this really what I want? Or is it what other people just want? So, do what you want. Do what you want. Simple. Very simple. So yeah. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. The song keeps going in my head lately. Yeah, I think that's enough for me. Peace out.